am sitting at the car wash getting my car, and just relaxing. But I am gonna touch on a subject that a lot of people try to avoid, but honestly, it needs to be addressed. I'm just tired of the shit, and some people just need to be aware of some shit. And today I'm gonna talk about people who should prep and stress and how that relates to prep. If you think about competing. Here's my thoughts on it. If you are one of those people who just stresses out really easily and has bad anxiety and worried about just little dumb shit that bothers you, you should not get into the sport at all, man. Like, you should not have the added pressure of just being super stressed out, because your prep is just not gonna go well. Stress releases a whole bunch of cortisols and raises your cortisol levels in your body, and your body's it's gonna respond negatively. I've had clients who do very well at the beginning, like everything's going so well, and then if something happens or something in their life happens, they just spaz out and things start going negatively. What I found out and what I started doing is people who want to prep, I'm like, man, don't even have a show day. Just fucking prep. Yeah. So here's the thing. People that have that type of anxiety and have that type of just stress, just super stressed out all the time. And man, I'm gonna tell you right now, like, don't even fucking compete, because it's supposed to be it's supposed to be, it's gonna be hard, but you're supposed to enjoy the damn process, man. You're supposed to enjoy that grind, going and doing what you're supposed to be doing. You're not supposed to be fucking miserable and just highly stressed out all the time. Oh my God, my weight ain't going up. Oh my God, this crazy shit, because with prep, you still gotta balance out everything else in life, not just worried about the scale or worried about if I'm gonna be ready on time, and that's another thing. A lot of people they're like, oh, well, I want to do a 12-week prep, but you look 20 weeks out. Like, come on, man. Like just crazy shit. Like, to say if you want to do a 16-week prep, and I think that's fine if you are lean enough to do it. But even if you're not, like, give yourself enough time, because 16 weeks, and let's say life happens, you get sidetracked for about a week or two. Well, shit, or something happens. Well, now you're panicking, because now you're down to about 12 weeks, and you're like, holy shit, stuff like that. You just never know what's gonna happen. You see the guy in the back just watching my shit. But whatever. This is real shit. This is live. This is me. But anyway, I think another thing is just relax, man. Just relax. A lot of people, they're like, oh, you'll do better when you don't have a show in mind, or you're not prepping for a show. You actually, you're happier, you're training, it's fun again, but if prep starts to come fucking miserable and you're stressed out all the time, don't compete at all, man, because when you step on that stage, them judges is not gonna have they don't give two fucks where you came from. They're gonna give you some harsh feedback, and not even mention that, it's even stressful if you do it yourself, or even on the coach that you're working with, because stress just plays a huge role, especially if you deal with everything else in life. So my whole thing with that is just, if you're one of those people, and you need to be honest with yourself too, if you're one of those people, you don't have to do a show to get where you want to be at, you know? And if it's a bucket list for you, then fuck it, it's a bucket list. The thing I tell about people in bucket lists is there are other people who take this shit really, really seriously and really want to get to that next level. So if this is a bucket list to you, then that's what it is. And if you don't give it your all and you're just like, I just want to get on stage, well, don't get mad if you don't place well. It's because other people take this shit way too seriously, and rightfully they so. So that's another thing. But my whole main point right now is just stress and anxiety. I mean, there are going to be some times in prep where, you know, things are stressful. Things are not easy, no matter if you flexible diet or not, you know. But if you're just one of those people who just like, oh my God, the scale went up 0.5 pounds. Oh, I'm gonna fucking spaz. And no, this is not for you. This is not a good mental place for you to be at. With prep, you've got to be strong mentally. This is not a physical sport. I keep telling people that. The gym and all that shit is the fun part. When you prep or you start getting ready for anything like this, you're really gonna see how mentally strong you are. And there's a lot of those people who's like, well, I can do it, I'm strong. And then they fucking find out that, yeah, you're not as strong as you thought you were. Because shit gets real, you know? So that's just my whole 2 cents on that. And this is things to think about when you start to prep. And if you're one of those people, and you can deal with your stress, if you can handle it very well, then go for it. But if you're one of those people who stress out, I say this, and if you still want to compete, don't have a show date. Just keep working out and keep going like you've been doing, you know, with no show date in mind, so you don't have that extra pressure on top of you. Shows are a dime a dozen. You can register for that bitch 2 weeks out if you wanted to. You know what I mean? Just to make things easier for you. But if you're one of those people who needs an X, you know, to get that destination, like I need a show date, then by all means do it. But notice the signs. If things aren't working out, you're doing everything you're supposed to do, but things aren't moving, but you're highly stressed out, then that's probably what it is, because you're definitely doing it to yourself. I'm not saying that's the case for everybody, but it plays a huge part that I think is way overlooked, and doesn't take it's not accountable for a lot of things. But yeah, that's just my 2 cents, just for what I've seen doing this for a while, and take it how it is and take it with a grain of salt. You know, I'm just being me and voting and just doing my opinion.